Hello everyone, my name is PaperNapkin and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon FireRed. In the last episode we took on Koga, the ninja gym leader of Fuchsia City, and we completely demolished him using Ghostbuster and her psychic abilities. I mean, compared to Sabrina, he was a real pushover. It was like taking candy from a baby, which I guess in some situations is pretty difficult, but it's also really immoral, so don't take candy from babies, people. I'm not encouraging that at all. In this episode of Let's Play Pokémon FireRed, we're going to finish up a couple loose threads in Fuchsia City, and then we're going to go head over to an optional area where I intend to pick up a bright new addition to my Pokémon team. Hopefully. Off screen I did go to Safari Zone and picked up a couple items that we missed along the way, namely a nugget and a max potion and something else. Nothing too important. If we come in here, we get the golden teeth back to the warden. We now can understand what he was saying, and he had solid gold teeth, which is something to think about. He must be filthy rich. I want to own a Safari Zone. And as a reward, we get HMO4, which lets us teach our Pokemon Strength, which is an 80 base power, normal type move. I wish it was fighting type, but it's an okay move. I can only teach it to Ricky. Oh. That's unfortunate, but I guess she does only know Leer and Roar, aside from her other two moves. So I'll just get rid of Leer. Yeah, might as well. It's a decent move, as I was saying, but the real significance of this is it lets us move giant boulders, which plays an interesting role later on in the last couple of dungeons, as you'll see in the upcoming episodes. But if we move this boulder here, we can pick up that item that we saw in the last episode, or I guess 2 episodes ago. And it is a rare candy, which is pretty nice to have. I think that's like 6 or 7 that I've got now. And that's the most I've gotten in any playthrough of this game, so I'm pretty proud of that. I don't know where I got the other couple from. I'm just thinking of being more diligent about picking up items along the way. If you come over here, I kind of forgot about this guy. I was distracted by Ammonite's seductive glare. Let's put it that way. If you talk to this guy, he wishes he was the baby of a Kangaskhan, which is kind of creepy, but whatever floats your boat. And he wants to get inside Kangaskhan's belly pouch. Okay, that's just really weird. Reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Homer and Bart try to get in the kangaroo pouches and it's all slimy. I figured it's going to be like that for Kangaskhan too. But he offers to teach us Substitute, which is an interesting move. For sacrificing a quarter of your hit points, you can set up a like a polka doll wall, which can take 1 hit if it does more than 100 damage. If not, it can take multiple hits. So if you know you're going to get hit by one hit killed, you can set up a substitute to take the damage, and then from then on you can plan your strategy. Pretty useful move, especially in metagame. I'm not going to use it at all. I might change my mind later on. I tend to do that, but it doesn't suit my playstyle, especially for non-competitive battling. So for the next area, the optional area, we're going to head over to Rock Tunnel. And I'm sure a lot of you already know where I'm going, but for those of you that don't, I'm not going to spoil it just yet. Keep you guessing. If we come past this patch of grass where we killed that Voltorb, which was really unfortunate, I would have loved to have an electric Pokemon, especially back then. As you can see, Cloyster turned into a whale, and that's a random battle. And it's a Tentacool, which is more like a Tentalame. Get it? Oh, so clever. It's only level 12 too, so it's not even worth fighting. And yeah, I don't know why Cloyster turns into a whale. In red and blue, you would turn into a seal. In gold, you turn into a Lapras. And yeah, I guess it's just lazy on Nintendo's part. But as you can see, we are now at the power plant, which, as the name implies, has a lot of electric-type Pokemon. And I don't have a ground or rock-type Pokemon, so I'm going to switch Godishin just to play it safe. There are a lot of good electric-type Pokemon. There's Pikachus, Raichus, Magnemites, Magnetons, Voltorbs, Electrodes, and if you're playing FireRed, there's also the rare chance of getting an Electabuzz. And I'm going to increase my chances of getting Electabuzz, even though all the Pokemon here are pretty similar in terms of stats. They're really good special attackers and have really good speed, but I really like Electabuzz. I've never really used one before, and hopefully it is one. Wow, that worked out really well. And it's a level 32 Electabuzz. I really wanted to use Electabuzz just because I never used it before, really. It was really hard to get, and I didn't know about the whole, repel trick to boost the odds of getting higher level Pokemon. And I really like this Pokemon because it's yellow and black. It's, paper napkin colors. And and should be a good mascot for the team. And hopefully I don't kill it. It does know Thunder Punch at this point, which is a pretty good move, similar to Thunderbolt, but I'm probably going to go to Celadon Game Corner and pick up a Thunderbolt TM, just because it is slightly better. And in this version, oh, I missed. In this version, Thunderbolt is still considered a special type attack, whereas in the later generations, I think it is... Thunder Punch is a physical type attack later on. How come I can't put this guy to sleep? What's going on here? Come on. What the heck? That's like 3 in a row. It's like Leers are like canceling my sleep powder. There we go, finally. Hopefully I can catch him with relatively few Pokeballs. I don't think I have that many, actually. Let's see what I have. I have the Master Ball for sure, but I don't want to use that. I have 1 Ultra Ball. Let's try that. If not, I do have Great Balls, but I don't want to have to rely on that. And 1, 2, 3, and yes! That was pretty easy. I got myself an Electabuzz. And yeah, that's a great addition to my team. I do have Thunderbolt on Ghost Bus, but really, it's nice to have a full-blown Thunder type, or Electric type Pokemon rather. And I'm gonna name him... Yeah, let's go with Anode. That's a good science term. And as you can see, I kind of named my box Heaven there. I kind of changed the graveyard box to make it more fitting for my fallen heroes. Now that I do have my Pokemon, I'm going to switch Ricky out front just because she is higher level, so I shouldn't run into as many random encounters now with the Repel up. Hopefully I can pick up all the items along the way here, and of course I do get a random fight. And it's a Magneton, which would have been another great addition to my team. It is an Electric type Pokemon, but it's also a Steel type Pokemon. Though in Generation 3, it doesn't learn any Steel type moves. So you get all the weaknesses without the strengths, which kind of sucks. If you come over here, we can pick up a TM17, which is Protect, which is a pretty interesting move. What it does is you can set up a Protect and makes it so you negate all damage for that turn. So it's really good for scouting out what your opponent's going to do. You can use it more than once in a row, but each successive time, the chances of it succeeding go down. I think we go down here now. Yeah. And we have a new item, and it turns out to be a trap. That's right, folks. It's not an item at all. It is an Electrode. I remember in Red and Blue there were a lot more of these guys, you know, spread about, but I think there's only 2 in this version, so you don't have to worry too much about them. Though they do know self-destruct, and oh my god, I better not fucking die here. Okay, good. Phew. That could have been problematic. They do give good experience points, but I'm gonna heal up just in case. Yeah. Electrode's like the fastest type Pokemon in the game, so that, you know, they're not too bad to have on your team, but I've never been too big of a fan of them. Especially because, you know, they were always trolling me with their friggin' self-destruct. Come down here. Yeah, okay. Random encounter, and another Magneton. If you have a Rock-type Pokemon, a Ground-type Pokemon, or a Fire-type Pokemon, this is a pretty good place to level them up. Just because Magnetons give good experience points and they're weak to Fire, and if you have Ground or Rock-type Pokemon, nothing can hurt you. And there we picked up TM25 and another random battle. It's like these repels that aren't even working. Thunder is the strongest Electric-type move in the game. It has 120 base power, which is just ridiculous. But it has 75% accuracy. You can boost it using, what's that TM we picked up before? Rainy Day? Is it Rainy Day? The one that makes it so it rains in battle. It makes it so it's 100% chance of using Thunder. But because I'm not really using a Rainy Day team, I'm not going to use Thunder. I'd rather use Thunderstone, get consistent damage. And Thunderbolt, not Thunderstone. I was reading and speaking at the same time. I know for a fact that this is an Electrode, so I'm not going to fight it. Because I just don't want it to self-destruct on me again. And if I come over here... Oh, interestingly enough, because I'm going to be doing a Sunny Day team, Sunny Day actually reduces the chance of Thunder landing by down to 50%. And as you can see, this is an unusual Pokemon. It's actually Zapdos, the legendary bird Pokemon, and I'm going to switch into Kane. Don't ask me why. I don't know why this strategy works, but it does. And there's only one of these in the game, so if you want to catch one, make sure you bring a lot of Pokeballs, because this thing is level 50, and it has an extremely high difficulty in terms of catching. For whatever reason, it doesn't use any Electric type moves right off the bat. I think it uses Thunder Wave and like Drill Peck and Agility and what's the other one? some sort of like protect type move. So I'm safe sending in Kane. And yeah. If you want a Zapdos on your team, this is the only chance to get one. Make sure you don't kill it, make sure you catch it. Bring a lot of Pokeballs, bring a Pokemon that can put it to sleep. Detect's the move that's like Protect. That's a tongue twister. Detect is like Protect. And I've debated using legendary Pokemon in this Nuzlocke challenge. I don't think it's fair, just because they're overpowered by a lot. You could use Max Repels and a high level Pokemon to navigate all the way here and then catch it, but I'm not going to do that. I think that's kind of cheating. And as you can see, great experience points, and it flies away. Or rather, it dies. But just like that, we are done at the power plant. In the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed, we're going to do a little bit more surfing. We're going to head to Seafoam Islands, and that's where we're going to encounter the second legendary bird Pokemon. My name is PaperNapkin. Take it easy, folks.